behind in front. Okay.
Unexpected. Where the heck is the place?
That's terrifying.
That is terrible.
I already have a blooper section. This is great. Hello. So today, obviously, we are at VidCon, and I am here with my friend Anna. Who, fun fact, I almost called her Brianna at playlist because my mouth was trying to say Anna, my brain was trying to say Brizzy, and then they both kind of just tried to come out that way. But
Brizzy Anna. It
yes.
works.
Also, that also works, Brizzy Anna. But I was Brianna. I was like, no, that's not your name. Anyway.
It's my ship name with myself.
Yes, that works perfectly because you gotta love yourself.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so you want to tell them a little bit about your channel real quick?
My channel is mostly voice impressions of cartoons and nerdy centric or fandom videos. Some makeup tutorials, a lot of character-y stuff.
And we both like Pokemon, so you're gonna see a lot of that on there. And a lot of her content is captioned, so you know you'll likely find a video. Not everything, but you know it takes a lot to get up there. But access. So today we are going to play a little bit of a game. It doesn't have an official name, but it's kind of like guess the ASL sign type of thing. I've given her a Sharpie, index card, some extras just in case, and we have a whole pile anyway. And I picked 10 plus 2 more as a bonus signs that are easy. They kind of look the same as their English counterpart, I guess, for lack of a better word, you know what it would translate to. Nothing hard. I'm not that mean, plus we'd be here all day, so just trying to make it a little bit easier for everybody. So
I took ASL in 2nd grade when I was very little, and I've watched 1 or 2 seasons of Switched at Birth, and that's it. So
you have a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? You have a little bit of access to it, so
yeah.
You ready? So it's my list. She can't see it. No super Harry Potter 1 powers. I'm watching you. Okay, number 1. I'll do it one more time.
I mean,
This is time. She guessed whiskers. Close, but not really. It means cat. As you know, the whiskers of a cat. So close. That's a pretty good guess. I would think so.
related.
Okay, so this is a sign I've seen a couple of different versions of, but we'll just go with the one I'm most familiar with. I'll do it one more time. And then I'll go to the camera. This is guess laptop. And you are correct. There's like computer right here, and then the one I just looked at was doing it like this, like both of them. I've just seen it mostly just like this, so. Ready? Go. One more time. For the camera. Okay. She said house. And you are correct.
What?
So you know, roof of a house goes down. Of course, unless you have a rectangular one, but you know, for the most part.
Yeah.
2 right, 2 right. You got laptop and house
2
right.
out of 3.
Fantastic. So number 4.
Okay.
Again, just to be fair. Sign. She said turtle. You are correct.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That one was obvious.
Yeah. It's just so cute. Hello. How are you? Okay, so number 5. Ready?
Oh. I know.
It kind of has 2 translations, so if you get one and the other, I'll take it. Oh, and I'll show the camera. Okay, she said eat. You are correct.
Yes.
It could also mean food. So, yeah, so you eat food. 4 right? You got laptop, house, turtle, and eat. 4 in a row. Yes. Anna says book, and you are correct.
Yes.
Can also use for like menu and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, when you did laptop, I thought of book, but I was like, no, that would be something like
maybe
this.
an iPad, but not quite. Yay!
Yay!
5 in a row, right?
Yes. So good.
Like, I think you were really nervous before we started this, and I was telling you back, and you're like, oh gosh, I'd like to switch the bird, but I don't.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, she says water. You are correct.
I'm so good.
I think it's one of the more basic signs that everybody learns at first, but can be a little. Wait, what did you say? What is that? Yeah. That's
Maybe I learned in 2nd grade and I subconsciously remembered it.
Yeah. And then okay, number 8. Okay, this one has a couple of different signs. Okay, like 2, one like American version and one Canadian version. So I'll do both just for the heck of it.
Interesting.
So we'll start with the Canadian one, which is what is it? So, and I'll show you the U.S. version, which is just.
Oh, I've seen this.
For the record. This one was the more visual one rather than the Canadian one.
This is not right. It's not right. I know.
She
it's
said
not
stop.
right.
That is not right.
No.
It was ketchup.
Ketchup!
Yeah, so like you're holding the bottle and you're
yeah.
smacking the bottom of it. Yeah, and this is red, and then sauce. So in Canada they typically go red sauce, and then like here they just smack that pesky bottle of ketchup. But for the record, stop. We don't have that on the list, so we know. Stop is just.
Yeah, I knew it was like a down.
Yeah, something like a very stern. What are you doing? But yeah, still, not bad, not bad. Still not doing too bad though. Very good. I think you're getting most of them right so far.
Most, yeah.
Okay, so we're on number 9. Alright, ready? Okay.
Ooh.
One more time. The camera. Okay. She said ocean, and I'm gonna say you're right.
Okay.
The other translation, the one I've seen the most is sea, but sea and ocean kind of tend to be the same
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know what the difference
So
is.
I'm gonna say you're right. If somebody wants to say she's wrong,
Big C.
you can correct, but I'm gonna count it personally. So yeah, but yeah, the little waves.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 out of 10 so far. Okay, so this one has a couple different variations, and I'll just go through each of them. So the first one. Ooh. Next one. Woo! So you're not gonna really see it on the camera, but if you know what this is.
Okay.
She said pants. That is incorrect.
No!
Dog.
Dog!
You snap it for the dog.
Wow.
So like, I can't snap very well. You're just like. For the record, pants. You're not gonna be able to see it right here. If you were to like, pants. So you're kind of touching your pants. You can't see it on the camera, but if you look it up, you'll get the idea. So bonus round.
Bonus.
And you might get this because you said you've seen Switched at Birth. So
Yes.
I'll give you one hint. It's the first season that this is covered.
Okay.
So that's
good.
as far as I'm gonna give you. Okay, so the first one, because there's 2.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh.
I'll give you one hint. It's in this room. I know, that's so helpful. There's a lot of things in this room. But I figure Switched at Birth, it's in this room. Maybe. Her face is like, no, fuck no.
What?
Okay. She's a friend. Why, you are my friend. That is not correct. It's coffee.
Oh.
But for the record, friend, I'll tell you what that is.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so this is coffee. Friend. So, last one.
Oh.
The camera. Let's say pepper.
Yes.
Okay, so she said pepper. That is not correct. It's
I
make
was-
out.
Yes. I knew it was something romantic or sexual, possibly, but I wasn't sure.
So it was when
Right.
Daphne's biological mom was trying to ask if she wanted to have coffee or something, then she actually does this.
Yeah.
And then Daphne's like, Mom, you just asked if you can make out with
Right.
me. Honey. Actually, fun fact, when I met my friend Jules, who was a deaf filmmaker for the first time in person, and this was when my ASL was pretty crappy. Like, my sign for playing was this, and I got laughed at. And I told her I wanted coffee, and I accidentally did this instead of this, and she was like, I was like, this! I want this! This! So you got, what's the count? So.
Well, not bonus.
Yeah, not counting the bonus.
7.
So you got 7 out of 10 for the bonus. So you did pretty well. You got most of them.
I guess it's not failing if it's at least 70. It's failing in my mind.
For the record, I think pepper is this. So this is salt and then pepper. Hand it over. So her prize was gonna be this, but I kind of gave it to her a little early because I got too excited. It's a little Pikachu pen. Pikachu. So it was gonna be like, oh, by the way, I have a surprise for you, but then I got too excited when I went to go pick her up. So it's like, here's your boring wristband present. By the way, here's your better one. Yeah, so 7 out of 10, not bad. Congratulations. Very good. Or the deaf applause. So thank you for coming and doing this with me because I thought it was a fun game to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so that's all that we have for you. Feel free to check out her channel. Where can they find out what's it called?
YouTube.com/Brizzy. BRIZZY.
Very good. Yeah. But yeah, so you'll find great voice impressions and other stuff. Very good, might I add. And my personal favorite was the Pokemon voice impressions. I think that's actually how I found you. Original way that I found you was last year at VidCon when you were wearing the Ghastly backpack.
Yeah.
And I asked you where you got that, and then I was like, I like this girl. And then I looked you up, and then that whole thing happened. Yes, go check out our channel. We'll probably have the link here, again, also down below. And once again, thank you for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did very well. So go compliment her on trying. Alright? And we'll see you later. Bye!